Okay, when it comes to the SNKRs app, I take a lot of L's just like you guys take L's. I'm no different. Now, I will say for the few sneakers I've hit on this year, one was a collab for a friend, the other two for myself were both Sacai drops. That's right, you guys remember the Nike Sacai Blazer Low, and then also now the Nike Sacai Undercover LDWaffle in the bright Citron colorway. They dropped 3 total, and some people hit on all 3, which was wild. Now, I entered at the very last minute for the draw, so it wasn't like I was on it exactly at 10 o'clock, but I think that brings up the point. It doesn't matter sometimes when you enter. I don't think engaging with the content has ever really mattered either, because I have Android phones and we just now have the ability to watch sneakers heating up. So did any of it ever matter? Let me start by saying, SNKRs app, if you want to continue to provide W's on any Sacai collaboration that drops, I will not complain. So here's the bright orange box we've come to know and love for any Nike Sacai collaboration. This time it's the LDWaffle in the black, bright citron, and sail colorway, which is also in collaboration with Undercover. On black tissue paper, you'll see Undercover and Jun Takahashi's name, as well as an additional set of laces provided. However, I have no intention to actually lace swap these. Now keep in mind, 3 colorways dropped for the Sacai Nike Undercover collaboration. However, this was by far my favorite pair. You'll notice little additional features added to the traditional LDWaffle design that really brings out the third part of this collaboration, being Undercover. Of course, on the top of the heel, you have Nike Sacai, and then also on the back extended heel lip, you'll see Nike Sacai and Undercover. On the double tongue present, you'll also see Undercover on that back tongue that is behind the Nike sportswear tongue. Shitose, Jun, and Nike opted for the leather, suede, and nylon pair instead of the mesh, which I think only really works in warmer climates or in the spring and summertime. You have the black nylon base on the upper, and then you have sail and bright citron to accent all parts of the sneaker for the swoosh, for the suede heel panels, but then also you have a gray or more of a charcoal gray mixed into the sneaker as well. To round off one of the final elements of the sneaker, on the insole, you'll just have a basic cream insole with Nike Sacai printed near the back heel. And then if we flip around to the back, we have a very bright citron outer sole, which is a great touch. It's far better to me than just a basic white or cream sole. Not that it matters because all of them will show dirt, but I appreciate this choice of outsole for the LDWaffle Bright Citron. So this is not my first LDWaffle owned by Nike Sacai. It is actually my second. So on the left, you guys will see the black nylon pair. Now, if you recall, this actually dropped back in March of 2020, I believe. I took a massive L and I thought maybe it dropping on my mom's birthday would help. Nope, no good juju whatsoever. So I actually traded away a double up pair of Bred 4s I had to secure the black pair. Now, talking sizing, I went true to size, which is a men's 6 because I'm a women's 7.5, and these fit perfectly. Now, in the black nylon pair, I own a 6.5. Of course, it provides more room in the toe box, but a true 6 is a perfect fit for me. For myself, when it comes to comfort, this is a pair I can wear all day. So if you're looking for a collaborative sneaker that has a lot of style plus comfort, this is absolutely one to check out.
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still fun.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl TJ back. Another video, Talks with TJ, aka TJ2 Swoosh T Yeezy MA2 TJ, back with another Sacai sneaker. And Shitose Abe has truly just cemented herself into sneaker culture with her collaborations with Nike. Now, remember, she really set the scene on fire in 2019, and that's just continued. Now, some will argue they're a little bit tired of seeing all of the LDWaffles. Not that they're tired of Sacai in general, because we then received the Vapor Waffle, and some are very anti that shoe or they are for it. I happen to love it. As you guys know, it's on the list for you to pick the resale sneaker I will pay $600 to $700 for. So please make sure you vote on that link below. But, you know, she provided us that, and she has a beautiful, I think, relationship with Nike right now for what she offers. It's 100% true to what she brings to the market. We know what we're getting when Sacai is involved, but I think we also forget that, you know, when it comes to Sacai, but then Undercover, like, they are powerhouses when it comes to true fashion, like as fashion houses being overseas, you know, in Japan, like they are just giants. And I know if we're only into sneakers, we may not fully grasp, I don't think, just how major they are there. You know, Paris week, you know, Paris Fashion Week, I should say, on the runway and more. So I just try to keep that in mind myself also, because with this drop, if you actually go to Undercover's site, you can see the accompanying suits. I believe they're in a nylon material that you could actually purchase to go with every single pair, which again, there were 3 that came out. So you have both June and Sacai, or Chitose, I should say, present on this sneaker. Now, I joked a little bit on Twitter that, hey, it kind of seems like Undercover and Fragment, I pretty much should have just said this for Fragment, they were that kid, you know, that student for the group project that just came in on presentation day, got their grade and left, because there wasn't a whole lot of presence, just in terms of Fragment at least. And remember, we got 2 pairs there in gray and then in that navy blue colorway, and now we have 3 with Undercover. Now I will at least say this, Undercover really had input in terms of the colorway, because when you think of that Citron black white, yes, Undercover should come to mind, but if we're looking at Fragment, that's not really the case. So you have elements of Undercover present, just not as like crazy as you would Sacai. They didn't change anything about the model of the LDWaffle, because why fix something that isn't broken? It sells. People want it. Now, it's funny that we came upon the same thing we have quite a few times this year. Oh, it's just readily available. Somebody must not want it. It must be a brick. It must be trash. No, it was just available. I'm not sure why people didn't go for it. You don't have to explain why you don't want a sneaker. I wanted this one. The Citron was the best colorway, at least personally to myself. Once you moved over more to that maroon and deep royal blue colorway, I really like that too. So I am curious if you guys went for the brand new 3 collaborative sneaker in the LDWaffle. Which one did you get, or did you just get any W's? Now, if you're not also familiar with the history and kind of the rise to stardom in fashion of Chitose and June, I would say go ahead and check out the Casual, because Reggie Casual breaks them down beautifully. He actually just did a video on like the reason Sacai is what it is, and it hasn't been a quick rise. It actually took like 10 years or more to get to where she is today, and I'm excited to see what else she puts out. Like, what other models will she merge together to give us everything similar to what we've seen on the market. Big fan of the LDWaffle. I prefer nylon over mesh unless it's spring or summer. We have the Vapor Waffle, and then she's done blazers, highs, and lows. So really curious to see what else she comes out with, but happy to have this. And let's just break down styling 2 different ways. For this brand new Nike Sacai Undercover Citron colorway, I went with 2 looks, so please be sure to sound off which is your favorite. For the first look on the left, you have a very casual laid-back outfit, perfect for fall, with top and bottom being Nike. So the crew neck is actually a women's crew neck sweatshirt picked up from Nike 5 or 6 years ago. The shoe present on the front is actually the Nike women's waffle trainer from many years ago, and the pants are Fear of God Nike from an earlier drop. Second look, it's certainly dressed up a little more. I'm wearing the lilac blonde black leggings you guys saw in a recent video. The sweater is actually men's Hollister, but I went up to an extra large for an oversized fit. And then also wearing a women's H&M blazer. I picked this up in a medium. It is oversized, ladies, so if you want it to be a little bit more fitting, I would say go true to size or go down a size. But 2 looks that really play on the Citron, gray, black, and white in this pair. Now, I am curious, just you guys go ahead and sound off. If you ever feel a sneaker is oversaturated, like they're just putting out way too many releases, way too many colorways, is it more of an issue if it's just a general silhouette, okay, because I feel like we're getting that with the Nike Dunk Low, and they've also decreased the quality that we get on the Nike Dunk Lows? Or is it more of an issue if they do that with collaborative sneakers such as the Sacai LDWaffle? I have zero problem with the LDWaffle getting a lot of different looks, and now they're bringing in other designers. And listen, Sacai and Chitose, they actually collaborate with a lot of other brands in terms of, you know, apparel and their actual like fashion house itself. So I think that works. We have to keep in mind they collaborate in other ways too. So who else will they collaborate with? You know, I knew we were supposed to get Cause, and I haven't seen that blazer really get a lot of noise or pop back up. So who knows what happened to that? Maybe, hey Cause, can you jump in on LDWaffle? I would be happy because apparently SNKRs App will let me hit on that. Now I will say this, I don't have an issue with Sacai having quite a few drops because the quality is still present and it's there in the leather and the suede and everything we get. On that Nike Dunk Low, it's bad. Nike, you're down bad when it comes to the Dunk Lows that you give us. Now we just go after for the colorway, and if I take an L, I'm not paying resale for a very plastic feeling shoe. That's at least where I stand. I would love to know what you guys think. Also, let me know again which outfit you preferred, number 1 or number 2. Unfortunately, that sweatshirt is not available, ladies, on Nike anymore. If you search on eBay, Mercari, or Poshmark, maybe you can find it. It was a steal, truly, at the time that I bought it, and I really love it. So it's a women's Nike waffle trainer that's present on the shirt. But if you guys like what you saw, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And as always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace out.